In today's video, I want to go over Amara's Phasewalker build, but before we get into that, I just want to say to you guys really quick, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. That's actually crazy saying that. As of today, my channel hit 100 subscribers, and I can't believe it. Like, thank you guys so much for the support. I saw the notification pop up, and I was like, yo, what the world? I never thought when I started making these videos that I would actually make it this far to 100, but you guys just seem to keep watching. I think one of my videos has like 3,000 views, and that's just absurd to me, but I really appreciate it so much. Like, thank you guys so much for everything that you do. So I guess to kind of pay homage to that, I'm going to go over one of the builds that was literally one of my first builds on my channel when the game actually launched. I know the Elemental Control build is the first video I ever made, but when the game actually launched, this is the first video I actually made about the game. Like, I commentated like so differently back then. It was kind of weird going back and watching it. But with that being said, I really, again, want to thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. It's been a blast making these videos. I really hope you guys still stick around, and I guess the next milestone is 200. I guess that's the next big thing. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get there. I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna keep posting videos. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, if you aren't subscribed and you like the videos, you like the content I'm putting out, if you're learning some new things, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But yeah, it really means a lot, and you can join me on the road to 200. But again, thank you very much, and let's get into the video. So originally, this build was called the Phasewalker build. I named it that specifically because of the Hellwalker shotgun, and I use phase cast all the time. But now, since it's changed, the main gun's not the Hellwalker anymore. I'm kind of using the Flacker, but I'm still going to call it the Phasewalker build because it kind of is just like a throwback to Borderlands 1 with Lilith, which is neat. And Phasewalker just sounds better than Phase Flacker, let's be honest. But anyway, the reason like I said I was going back over the build is because I've gotten a lot of gear now that has completely changed the way this build works. It's still like fundamentally the same thing, but it's a lot more effective now and a lot better. Literally back in the old video, if you go back and watch it, I was obviously using the Phasewalker. I had the SNG that Kilovolt dropped. I actually still was using Slider. I still am using this to this day because I just haven't gotten a better one. But they did update the Anoint on it, so it actually deals more damage instead of healing you now. It used to heal you for some reason. I don't really know why. I'm still using the Hell Shock I have in one of those videos where I killed Grave War in like 8 seconds after one of the hotfixes came out. I'm still using this rerouter because I like the action scale and cooldown rate. I actually have a level 50 Phasewalker. It was in the old video. I was like, I had a level 18 one as a level 50 on Mayhem 3 because I was just so unlucky. I now have a level 51 with action skill cooldown rate, as you've probably seen in my other videos. Then I have a legendary Snowdrift artifact with action skill cooldown rate and magazine size. In the old video, I was using a blue artifact just to get that slot speed. It's actually crazy going back and watch that. And then I had a pipe bomb for the grenade, but now I'm using its piss to get the 20% increased damage. With all that, the stuff I'm using this build is kind of definitely a throwback to some older stuff, being that I'm still using the Iota, the shield, the Hell Shock as well in one of my other videos. It's kind of just mixing everything together, but the main thing for it is the Flacker and the Dictator. The Flacker is for your general just mobbing and your ad clear. Meanwhile, the Dictator is for your boss damage, and as you see, I have a phase cast anoints on both of them, so I get 25% more damage after I pop my phase cast, which I'll be doing all the time, so I'm always going to have this damage for the most part. These anoints definitely don't make or break the gun, they just make it a whole lot better and you do a lot more damage. It would still be very effective without the anoints. And they made a change to the Flacker too. The Flacker has just an insane amount of ammo now. It only has one shot, but you have to reload every shot, but it only uses one shot too, so you have like 240 shots with a Flacker now if you have max SDU, and with Amara, and you can buff that elemental damage, so the 33% damage nerf like kind of just changes it back to normal, and you still do a little bit more damage. So the Flacker is insane on Amara. The Flacker is also kind of just insane in general. People that like say it's kind of bad now, I don't really understand, but you were giving up 33% less damage for a lot more overall damage output. You get an insane amount of damage with this thing now, simply because you have a lot more ammo. And then I'm using the Dictator for boss damage, like I said earlier, because once you make it in Sentry mode, it shoots out a bunch of bullets, and all those bullets count as like normal damage, I'm pretty sure, and you do a ton of boss damage, as you probably saw in the opening clip of this video. Then I have the Lyudo for long range. But getting into the skills, I'm not going to go really in depth with all the skills. I will go over the stuff I changed, because I like I said, already have a video on my channel basically going over everything. Literally everything in the Mystical Assault tree is the exact same, even like the point values. Everything's same, nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is back in the day I was using Reverberation for the action skill damage, but now I'm using Phase Cast to just get a solid amount of damage on a single target. And you have 2-second less cooldown rate. And I'm also using Phase Lock. I think I was using Revelation in the first video, just because the game had just came out, and I guess people weren't really knowing what to use at this point. And I just like the explosions. But yeah, Stillness of Mana definitely is one of the better things you use. You're basically just using your Phase Cast to strip shields off people and let the solo damage finish the flesh. So even though this gets minus 25% damage, you still do enough damage to take the shield off, plus it locks them in the air, and it gives you 15% more cooldown rate. Really, 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 really good augment. So yeah, that is the two main things that are changed in the Mystical Assault tree. Now going into the brawlers, that was the next main thing. I had 3 points in Samsara and 3 points in Mindfulness. I took those out instead and put them in the Fist of Elements tree. But starting with these real quick, I have 3 in Personal Space. That didn't change. I put 4 points in Clarity, and I have 2 buff from the class mod, and then I have 5 in Helping Hands. Those stayed the same. The only thing, I took 1 point out of this, so it made your survivability go down a little bit, but the amount of damage you do makes up for it, and you just kill everything. So, and Samsara obviously is not buffing health anymore either with the health regeneration. But you really don't need it, because you literally kill everything. And then in the Fist of Elements, I have Anima and Tempest. I did not have these in the other builds. I actually put 3 points in Steady Hands to make the Hellwalker a sniper, I think is what I said in the video, which it kind of was, honestly. But I'm putting these now to do more damage with the Flacker, since it does solar. It doesn't really help with the Dictator, because I don't have a Elemental Dictator, which kind of sucks. But I may come across one of them eventually. But for now, these make the Flacker so dumb it's not even funny. You literally one-shot like everything in the game. But yeah, I'm just going to scroll through the skill trees real quick to show you everything, since I didn't really go over most of the skills, because I didn't really change much. But if you just want to like copy this down, and you know, I'm sure this build will work out for you if you have the right gear, because it's actually insane. But yeah, for the rest of the video, as always, it's just going to be some gameplay going on as I just generally talk about the build and just explain some things. Yeah, with this build, you're going to start off, you going into some enemies, you're going to pop your Phase Cast, specifically like on a tougher enemy, to get him locked in the air and debuff him. And then you're going to shoot your Flacker, and he's just going to die. It's just going to obliterate him. And the Flacker's going to reload. You're only going to consume 1 shot, and you're just going to move on to the next enemy. Your axe skill cooldown rate so fast that 250% damage buff that you're getting is pretty much going to be up at all times. So you're going to be destroying everything. Like, you're going to be mobbing like crazy with the Flacker, because it does so much splash damage. And it's honestly, with this type of build, it's just better than the Hellwalker, because it just kills everything. Whereas the Hellwalker could just kill one enemy really good. This can kill a lot of enemies really good. And then for boss damage, like up close boss enemies, the Dictator is what you're going to be using to just strip their health down. Like, it's crazy how fast the Dictator can kill people. And then for longer range enemies like Grave War, you'll be using the Lyudo. The Dictator is also very good after he does his little like slide phase, because if you're in Sentry mode, you just immediately start sliding down off the cliff. But if you can make that work, you can use the Dictator. But the Lyudo definitely is probably the way to go. And don't sleep on the Hellshock. The Hellshock also can put out some boss damage. Like, so if you want to use that, I would totally say it's okay. It's not going to be like the greatest thing ever, but it can actually do some work, like, it's shockingly. But yeah, again, this is based off one of the, like I said, first builds I ever made for the game to come out. Like, I first found this build out, and I was like, wait, this is actually like really good, really fun. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a video on it, because I had previously made those 4 videos kind of like leading up into the game about builds I would think is decent. But then I found this one, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a video on this. This is like gonna be my first video on the actual game. And it got like 400 views, which is really cool. But to pay homage to that, like I said, I was going to go back in this video and kind of like look at everything, see what I can change, since I've been playing the game for so much longer now and have so much different type of gear, and so many updates have happened, so many hot fixes have came out, so many things have changed. People have learned different like tactics and things. So I figured this build would change a lot, and it did change a decent amount with some of the gear, and I changed some skills around, but overall it's still the same thing, just a lot better, like a lot better now. But yeah, if you can, you should definitely try this build out, because it's insanely fun. It's still as fun as it was when the game first came out. Even after all the changes that have happened, it's still insanely fun. But yeah, before I close the video out, I just want to say again really quick that, and I know I said this in the beginning of the video, but this is just how much it means to me. Like, seriously, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Like, I saw that number pop up on my screen, like triple digits under that thing, and I was just mind blown. Like, it seriously means a lot. And I know 100's not even like a huge amount for some people, you know, that think everybody, but even though my community is like small in most people's eyes, it seriously still means a lot to me that you guys are subbing and liking and watching my videos. Like, it's actually just awesome. Like, thank you guys so much. And again, if you aren't subbed, maybe consider it, because if you learn anything, if you like the content, because once again, I am on the road to 200 now, I guess, which is just insane to say, but that's the next huge milestone. I definitely want to hit it. That would be awesome. But anyway, again, thanks for the last time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.